inviting him to inaugurate the society, and it was a wrong letter which mentioned Amir Khan, and he was kind enough to tell us that his spelling was spelled wrong, and the letter was also wrong. But still, he agreed to come and inaugurate it. We were very, very, we were just out of college, not even out of college, and while we were starting this entire thing, he has supported us tremendously, and also at the same time, he also inaugurated our first venture into home video and world cinema, to get it to more amounts of people, and at the same time, as Enlighten has grown further and further ahead, Farhan Bhai supported us, and he's here with us again today. And Bhavna ma'am, of course, who has been a guiding force, would now take this over. Thank you, ma'am.
After Farhan's very short speech, I will make a very long speech. First, would all of you like to join in? Any one of you? I don't know where the chairs are.
मैं जानता था सबके अंदर डायरेक्टर छुपा है. मैं आ रहा हूँ. बेटर सर.
इन लोग को बुलाना.
हाँ नहीं मैं बहुत कंफर्टेबल हुआ अभी. ऐसे कैसे होगा. चलिए.
अच्छा भाई लोग, अगर आपका अभी डायरेक्शन पीछे से खत्म हो गया है, जिंदगी न मिलेगी दोबारा, तो मैं अपने जो बोलना है बोलो जी. दिख नहीं रहा है. ऐसे ये हुई ना बात, इसको बोलते हैं कम्युनिकेशन. Anyway, 10 years ago, Farhan Akhtar made history with his cult film called Dil Chahta Hai. The film appealed as much to the youngsters as the middle-aged generation because we identified with the parents and what they had to tell to their children. In the 10 years, Farhan Akhtar has excelled not just as a director. He's made 4 films, Dil Chahta Hai, Lakshya, Dawn 2, and now he's coming with Dawn and Dawn 2. And 4 films as an actor. Rockstar. Sorry, what is it? Rock On. Rock On. Luck by Chance, Karthik Calling Karthik, and finally Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. I am not
See,
going to
Bhavna takes these liberties with me because she knows I love her so much I'll never feel bad.
Correct.
So it's allowed.
Rock On, Rockstar, एक ही बात है.
Nobody else. Huh?
हाँ. So I'm not going to be selfish and start asking him too many questions, but I'll ask a few questions, and after that I'm expecting intelligent questions from all you guys. Farhan, when you started the journey, did you expect that you were going to travel such a long path, both as an actor and as a director?
No, I don't think so. I think what was important for me when I started really was just the first movie. I didn't really think about whether I'll be directing films after that. So I just focused on that, and I enjoyed the process of making it. And then really, I mean, it's just been taking scripts, accepting stories, accepting almost kind of life choices in terms of vocation as they've been offered to me. So it's really been that. It's not really been, I never thought it would be this, no.
You know, in a way, Dil Chahta Hai also started the trend of 3 friends. Delhi Belly was 3 friends. Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara is 3 friends. When you look back, do you feel that you could have played a role in Dil Chahta Hai?
I did play a role in Dil Chahta Hai. I wrote it and directed it. That's also a role. But no, I didn't. I wasn't ready to face the camera. I wasn't ready to act. And I think it's very important, and I say this to a lot of young actors who I meet, who come to me and say, talk to me about wanting to act. Somewhere that, I think it's important. It is a great profession. It has a lot of perks if it works for you. But at the end of the day, I think it's important internally to be ready to know when it's right for you to do it, because there's a lot of other people's work, of course, at stake as well. So you should be very, very sure that you know that it is possible for you to pull a role off. And I didn't feel that back then, no.
Do you think that if you had to direct Lakshya today, it would have been different? And what, according to you, was right or wrong about the film?
You know, I don't know if it would be any different. I think everything that's in the film is there because I think it needs to be there. But if I look back now and think maybe what worked, what didn't work, I think the reaction that I've got from most people who've seen that film was that it felt like a film of two very different halves. You know, that somewhere they felt what was the way the story grew in the first half. It kind of did not resolve itself in the same emotional way. And I think that probably is what maybe didn't work for the film. But I don't know. So, I mean, if at all I have to take that feedback and approach it, maybe I would focus a little bit more on, not so much on the battles per se. I think that could be a little more background. And focus a little more on what's going on with Preeti and him while they are in Ladakh together.
That would have been nice. Dawn was an extremely stylish film, and we are expecting great things from Dawn 2. Are we going to get what we are expecting?
Yes.
Tell us something more about it.
I don't know. It's
जैसे अभी इस बार डॉन पकड़ा जाएगा या नहीं? पकड़ना मुश्किल है
हाँ,
या
उसको
ना
बहुत
मुमकिन?
मुश्किल है पकड़ना, मगर I can't not see. This is the kind of film you can't really talk about story wise in too much detail. But it was nice to have the liberty to be able to write our own script. I think that was the most fun part to start with. And the characters are established, so that's something you don't need to spend too much time now in doing. And yeah, so I think it's a great fun thrill ride and a lot more action than there was in the first one. So yeah, there's a lot of thrills to be expected, I think, from it.
4 films as an actor, and all the 4 characters are completely different and 4 different hairstyles. In fact, when I was walking with Farhan, I said, you know, people are going to miss you with the old hairstyle. So what makes you so quickly change your hairstyles?
I get bored very easily I don't know, I just feel like if I'm looking a certain way for very long, it's very boring. And it's entertaining for the kids also. They also get entertained. You know, when they see me with different looks and then they keep saying, but you should do this, you should do that. So I keep trying it. Yeah, but no other reason really as such.
I'm leaving the floor open for the audience to ask questions. Yes, the lady with the yellow phone.
We all love the movie, and this is my personal opinion that I simply love the scene between Akshay Khanna and Dimple Kapadia when Dimple says कि तुम्हारा और मेरा तुम और मैं हमेशा, then she dies.
That's right.
But in the end, I would have loved it more अगर वो लड़की जो आप लास्ट में दिखाते हैं
I completely agree with you.
वो नहीं होती और वो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट ही रहता अक्षय खन्ना का पार्ट.
You're right. The two things, दिल चाहता है कि दो बातें हैं दिल चाहता है में जो जब मैंने सोची in retrospect again, मुझे लगा कि मुझे नहीं करनी चाहिए थी. एक is what you're saying. I think it would have been much nicer if he was left just with his friends.
Yeah.
I agree with you completely. And the second thing, actually, the second thing is I wish I had ended Amir and Preeti's story in Australia itself.
Yes.
And not brought it back to Mumbai as it comes back. I feel that would have been nicer if he had not let her go, as opposed to giving up and then going and trying to do this whole thing. So those were the two things that I felt I could have changed if I had a choice, but now I don't have a choice. So
But still, it's a lovely movie.
thank you. So maybe you can just get up in the last scene when the friends hug and walk away, and you'll feel much happier about the film.
Yes, please, take the microphone.
Hi Farhan, Leo here. I presume after seeing the film, the most difficult scene, I guess, I mean, according to me, was the marriage, I mean, the proposal scene where Amir Khan is proposing to Preeti. Was that the most difficult scene in terms of execution for you in Dil Chahta Hai?
No, not really. I think for me, the scene that I felt had to be, which I was very, very careful about, and I thought that if something here goes wrong, it might not seem aesthetic and it could disturb a few people, was the scene where actually Akshay's mother finds out about Dimple. That scene in which they start arguing. So to me, that was a very, very crucial scene. That the tempers flaring, her kind of getting emotional with him, just the levels that needed to be reached, to me was very, very important. So that was probably the toughest scene for me as as a first-time director.
And how much did the actors improvise from their side?
I mean, there was a lot of improvisation, of course, in a lot more in the scenes where they are the three of them just hanging out, and in the more fun scenes. It also allows for a lot more improvisation when you want to just have a laugh, But in certain dramatic scenes, you tend to stick a lot more to what has been rehearsed and what is with the script. That's kind of what happened on that film.
I would like to add to the question you asked and the answer he gave, which is that it was the most difficult scene between Akshay and his mother. I feel I also give a lot of credit to Dimple Kapadia because there's nothing in her portrayal or performance where she gives the slightest indication that she is romantically or sexually involved with this boy. And if it had been another heroine with a different image, maybe it would have not been so clean.
Yeah, possibly. Yes.
Yes, Jim.
सर वो कौन सा दिन था या वो कौन सी सोच थी जिसे सोचकर आपको ये आइडिया है कि मुझे 3 दोस्तों के ऊपर कहानी लिखनी है और या मतलब कोई किताब पढ़कर या कोई पोयम या फिर ऐसा कुछ?
एक्चुअली भावना और मैं गाड़ी में भी बात कर रहे थे हम कि उसके पहले 2 दोस्तों पे बहुत फिल्में बन चुकी थी और चार दोस्त अगर डालूंगा तो फिल्म बहुत लंबी हो जाएगी, तो मैंने सोचा 3 बिल्कुल परफेक्ट रहेंगे।
और ये स्क्रिप्ट लिखने के लिए आपको लगभग कितना वक्त लगा?
लिखने के लिए मुझे एक्चुअली बहुत क्लियरली याद नहीं है ऑफ कोर्स, मगर जब 1 साल 1.5 साल शायद, रफली।
Hi Farhan. First of all, congratulations for Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara.
Thank you, thanks.
My question is, there's in the song Dil Chahta Hai, Amir Khan, when he's eating that fish, he suddenly looks at the camera. I mean, that's a moment when the audience suddenly realizes that the actor is really communicating to the audience directly. I mean, that really doesn't happen in movies.
No, but actually, if you see the shot before that, or maybe the shot's been edited out, actually, it's possible.
Okay.
Saif is with his handycam.
Okay.
Like you see him on the beach with Christina as well.
Okay.
Yeah?
No, but sometimes it feels like some directors like Jean-Luc Godard in Breathless, he actually had his actor looking at the camera directly and talking directly to the audience.
No, it does happen. I remember it was very effectively used actually in JFK. I remember very, very clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
After Kevin Costner finishes his whole final words.
Yeah.
The final
So I just
speech
wanted to
he
know
gives.
if that was an inspiration you took from some.
No,
film
not really.
or-
Actually, it was Saif was on the handicap,
all right.
and he's looking into the handicap. But maybe that shot got cut out
All right.
in the final edit.
All right, thank you.
Hello, Farhan. I was in high school when I watched the movie, and we watched in a hostel, and the entire hostel went mad after watching the movie. And
I'm
since
just trying to tell everyone that you're younger than me and all. That's
yeah. And then we started following you whatever you said in the newspapers and all. And there was one statement by you, which I have been quoting for last 10 years now. You had said that I will make the audience realize what they like to watch by making certain films that watching them the audience will feel, oh my god, ye bhi mujhe acha lag sakta hai. There's something like this you had said, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
that's true. No, because I remember a lot of people were asking me at that point. Because weirdly enough, Dil Chahta Hai, everyone was saying is the first multiplex movie, when actually there were hardly any multiplexes in this country. There was probably just one in Delhi, I think. There were none in Bombay. Our main screens were all single screens. But it got this image of having a multiplex movie. I don't know where it came from. And after that, a lot of people would ask me, so when are you going to make a film for everybody? That became like a very big thing. So I didn't really understand what that meant. So it actually just came from there.
So
at the end of the day.
that statement of yours goes so well with the movie, with Dil Chahta Hai, except for the scene where Amir Khan, the Sangeet scene.
Correct. Which is the second scene I just told her that I would not have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in fact, when I look back 10 years from, 10 years back to Dil Chahta Hai, that is the only scene where I feel that Farhan Akhtar, for whatever reasons, he actually made that scene maybe for the audience in the way they want to look at certain scene, and not in the way he wants to make the film.
No, the reason, no, that's not, I don't feel that. I mean, of course you want a certain reaction from people, of course you want that. But to me, it was kind of crucial to put him into the worst possible situation of him having to tell somebody that he loves them. And in India, traditionally so, that possibly is the worst space where someone can go and start proposing to the bride-to-be. That's where the thought came from.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
when Amir proposes, that is the peak of the scene. That is very good, actually. That's fine. But the way Rohit's dad finally, you know, the resolution of that scene, that is somewhere I felt that was the only moment in the film which I wish could have been better.
You know, I want to say something. I like it. When you talk about Rohit's parents, how they react to it and all. Eventually, it works. And also, I like it, you know, when Amir Khan is finally given Preeti Zinta's hand, and when I was watching the film for the first time at the private screening, I said to myself that Amir should touch his feet. Okay? And I'm saying to myself, and I'm saying, but it will not happen because Farhan's background and the culture he comes from, touching feet is not a regular norm. And then Amir Khan touched his feet. And later on, Amir told me that it was his suggestion. He said that he wants to touch the feet. Yeah. So it's very interesting. Everything eventually culminates into something so much more interesting. Before we get to the next question, I want to say one more thing. Farhan is the only exception in today's generation who not just produces, directs, writes his own movies, acts in his movies as well as other movies, and absolutely right, sings and has great ear for music. And I think just that calls for a big clap.
Farhan, my name is Anurag. फरहान, सुबोध आपकी ज़िंदगी में कोई है?
Sorry?
सुबोध जो फिल्म में कैरेक्टर है, वो आपकी ज़िंदगी में कोई है?
जो एक्टर आप देख रहे हैं फिल्म में, he actually truly is very much like Subodh only. He's a friend of mine who I've known for many years before making this movie.
जी.
And he was always like this. और मैं 96 में अमेरिका एक रोड ट्रिप पे गया था इनके साथ. And he had made a plan of where all we are going to stop. And if he decided to stay even one more day because it's a beautiful place, he's like, no, we have to reach there by 2 o'clock tomorrow because we are having lunch. So he made it quite difficult for me to have as much fun as I can. So I took revenge on him by casting him in this film as well.
But this is the best casting और सबसे बढ़िया जो कैरेक्टर था इसमें पूरी फिल्म में, बहुत बढ़िया कैरेक्टर था. बहुत सारी फिल्में आती हैं, उनमें से एक ये कैरेक्टर था. और कौन सा कैरेक्टर आपको सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग लगा?
कौन सा कैरेक्टर मुझे सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग लगा इस फिल्म में?
जी.
इट्स वेरी, आप गलत इंसान से ये सवाल पूछ रहे हैं. मुझे तो सारे कैरेक्टर्स अच्छे लगे. It's very difficult for me to say. I mean, I've invested too much into each of them.
मैं बताना चाहूँगी मुझे सबसे अच्छा कैरेक्टर कौन लगा? बैगवती.
हेलो, हाय फरहान. ज़िंदगी मिलेगी ना दोबारा 2 दिन पहले मैंने देखी. रियली इम्प्रेस्ड, ऑसम फिल्म. आई रियली बिलीव इट्स अ नेक्स्ट जनरेशन ऑफ सिनेमा. इंडिया में एक नया जनरेशन उससे आएगा जैसे दिल चाहता से आया था. माई क्वेश्चन इज़, हाउ डू यू रिएक्ट टू दिस स्टेटमेंट? ये ना पॉजिटिव है ना नेगेटिव है, जस्ट अ स्टेटमेंट कि जो फरहान अख्तर का सिनेमा है, चाहे वो दिल चाहता है चाहे ज़िंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा, ये ज़्यादा ज़िंदगी के बारे में है. ये उन लोगों का सिनेमा है जो बंगले में पैदा हुए होते हैं, जिनके पास मर्सिडीज़ होती है, जिनको ज़िंदगी में जो बेसिक ये एंग्री यंग मैन नहीं होते हैं, इनके पास सब कुछ होता है. अब इनको थ्रिल, आम आदमी के लिए तो शायद घाटकोपर से सेंटा क्रूज आना भी एक थ्रिल है, मतलब उसके लिए यही बड़ा चैलेंज है. ये थ्रिल के लिए स्काई डाइविंग करते हैं, बंजी जंपिंग करते हैं. नथिंग गुड और बैड अबाउट इट, जस्ट अ स्टेटमेंट. हाउ डू यू रिएक्ट टू दिस कि फरहान अख्तर का सिनेमा बंगले वालों का सिनेमा है?
Yeah. I don't know how to react to it. I mean, everything that is made in my company to start with is not made by me. You know, there are other directors who come to us with ideas. मगर उसके अलावा, I feel, you know, again, this is the conversation that we were having quite just very recently. I don't agree with this kind of divide. You know, I think at the end of the day, if people, for example, I'll give you an example. The same year that Dil Chahta Hai released, a film called Lagan, also released on the same year. But no one would ever say this is a film that's made only for villagers. You'll never say that. The thing is, you emotionally connect with characters or you don't connect with them. And their issues and their emotional problems or their pressures become your pressures for the time that you're watching that movie. And that's what it is. Now the thing is that as a director or as a writer, you can write about stuff that you know.
Absolutely.
You can talk about worlds that you're aware of. And you can do justice to those worlds. But somewhere I feel within this whole concept of, oh, you're making films for a certain audience or you're not making films for everyone, somewhere I feel there is a divide that happens and this us and them attitude. You know, that people who go to single screens are Indians and the others who go there are from some other place. We are all from the same place. You know what I mean? We all exist and live in the same country and we are all Indians. And at the end of the day, film should be made for everyone. Why should they be only made for one kind of person?
It was not about the audience, it was about the maker.
No, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you can only write what you know about.
Absolutely.
You will characters that you will connect to.
Absolutely.
And of course, there are times where you push the, like a film, for example, like Honeymoon Travels Private Limited, which is produced by us, or Karthik Calling Karthik actually, which is about a very working class man. They're different films, you know, and you do it as the best that you can within those movies. But it's important for you to be able to understand the emotional conflict first. If that connects, I don't think it matters where the film is set. Then a film, for example, like I said, like Lagan or Dil Chahta Hai, should not do well in certain places. Because if you're not going to identify with, if you start breaking it down geographically, you know, it doesn't work like that. I don't think cinema works like that.
और एक बात है कि दिल चाहता है फरहान ने डायरेक्ट की थी और ज़िंदगी न मिलेगी दोबारा जोया अख्तर ने डायरेक्ट की है. नहीं, आई एम जस्ट मेकिंग इट क्लियर.
But Zindagi is just an awesome film. I just loved it. Thank you.
Hi, Farhan. This is Raj. And myself also a young filmmaker, short filmmaker. I just associate you very much. I don't know whether you remember me or not. During Rock On time, outside Zenzi, I met you and we had a discussion about your movie called Rock On.
Outside Zenzi?
Yeah, there was Farhan Akhtar with you. There was Ritik with you.
Ah, correct.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yes. And the question was about, in Dil Chahta Hai, there was a scene where Aamir and, in Sydney, where Aamir and Preeti, they depart in a train. And then Aamir comes back and between that, an old man, where he comes in that. So that actually, I can relate that to the end, what happens with the Aamir and Preeti. Was that deliberately written in that way? Were there some abstract meaning to that?
No, not really. To me, that scene actually was just taking something that was kind of typical in movies that we had seen before, where the girl's honor is saved by the man and it's always usually to do with some kind of action sequence. You know, so I thought it would be nice to take the audience feeling like it's going there again, but then just kind of twist it on its head and just make it about something else. So it was just for a laugh, really. It wasn't really, it wasn't as deep as you're looking into it.
Yeah, and other question was, throughout the entire film, there was one tone. And during the shoot, did you put any effects like ultra or something like that on the lens, or it was a digitalized effect?
I don't know actually. That probably Ravi K. Chandran, who shot the film, would know.
Okay.
My involvement as far as cinematography is concerned is just purely what I want to see as a frame. I mean, everything else that goes into it, choice of lens, choice of filter, you know, indies, whatever it is that's used, really is, it's not my space to comment on. I just want to see what I want to see, you know. So I can't answer that question because I really won't be giving you an honest answer.
All right. Thank you. Other questions?
Farhan, I hope you are not going to be diplomatic over here. When looking back, do you wish you could have had this actor for this role or something in Dil Chahta Hai?
Do I wish I could have had which actor for which role?
Do you wish that you could have had this actor for any one of the three characters?
Which actor?
Yeah. Do you wish to? I mean,
No, you're not
when looking
explaining
back.
yourself.
Do I
well.
wish some other actors could have been
Yeah,
in these
yeah,
parts? You know, actually, when I first wrote the script, I had planned it to be in my head. I wanted it to be Akshay Khanna, Ritik, and Abhishek were the three actors when I first wrote it, who I wanted, and they were the first three people that I went to as well for it. But of course, life has its own plans. After which, I just thought, because that didn't kind of really work out, Akshay was the only one who showed interest in wanting to do it. And then subsequently, I went and met more people. But those were the first three people in my head while I was writing it, at least.
So one more thing, I heard in one of your recent interviews that during your school days you were very lazy. I mean, sorry to say this, but you hardly had any motivation to do things.
Shut up.
So what were those films which really influenced you to come up with Dil Chahta Hai? It's
Okay.
certainly.
Firstly, I'd like to clear it wasn't during my school days. I was very active during my school days. It was in my senior college days, when I was in my senior years of college. I was just watching a lot of movies. I was watching whatever I could get my hands onto. At that time, choices were not, you didn't have that much of a choice. You know, your local video library was really everything that you could, whatever you could get your hands on, you could get from him. So anything that I could get, and I really wasn't doing much apart from watching movies at that point. Yeah.
Actually, he was always a TV and a movie baby. So whenever he had free time, he was glued to the television or to the big screen. And even when he traveled abroad with his parents, he wanted to stay in the room and watch the TV. Because TV those days was not as glamorous as it is today in India.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, please.
Farhan. Hi, my name is Adikesh, and I just want to know that how do you manage yourself as a director, producer? You've got too many talents to handle altogether. So you handle it separately or just go around?
No, I think that's where you need to have really people around you who you can trust. So when I'm doing a certain job, I really don't need to think about other things. So whether it's Ritesh, whether it's people in my office who work with us, my team, my assistants, you know, to me they're very, very crucial and very, very important. So whatever else needs to be going on can go on, and they give me the freedom and the liberty, you know, and the space to focus on what it is I'd like to focus on.
So you give priority to one of the things at a time. So don't mix things.
Yeah, more often than not. I mean, when you're writing, it's possible to maybe do a little bit of writing and, of course, go to the office and be involved in some amount of production. That is possible. But when you're directing, you don't want to really think about production. You don't want to think about anything else. And when you're acting, also, you don't want to think about production or direction. So it's important to just be around people you can trust.
So which is the most favorite part of filmmaking?
I think you should give the mic to the gentleman behind. He is dying to ask a question.
I'm Ketan, sorry. A very good film. As in today's world, there are sequels. What about Dil Chahta Hai, second sequel?
Dil Chahta Hai ka sequel? No, I don't think. I've never wanted to make a sequel to Dil Chahta Hai.
Because it is a registered stamp of Farhan Akhtar. It may be better than this, if it, I suppose, if you can.
Thank you, sir, but I really haven't. I've never thought of wanting to do a sequel to the
And
movie.
if you have written the dialogues, I mean, you have written the dialogues of this film. The one dialogue which I liked the most was when Amir Khan talks, perfectionist को improve करना काफी मुश्किल होता है. So it's all for the Amir or it is for you?
No, that was for Amir only.
Okay, thank you.
The lady here, give her the phone, mic.
Hi, first of all, I want to say, Farhan, my boy, you have driven all of us mental for the last 10 years. Okay, my name is Vishakha, and what I wanted to ask you was, all your films have had very strong female characters, even though the screen space has been small. The women have been women of substances doing something or the other. But in Dil Chahta Hai, I never really got to know what Pooja or Shalini were really doing professionally.
Yeah, you don't actually get a sense of that. At that, yeah, I don't know, because to me, in that one, really the female character that I really, really wanted to invest in, and I wanted, again, viewers who are watching to invest in, was Dimple's character. To me, with Pooja, again, like, it's, Saif's character is so kind of flippant, you know, that to me, it wasn't really important for him to even know what it is that she does, because he'll just be taken in by the way she looks, you know. And again, with Shalini, I mean, you get a sense of what her life is like, of course, when her uncle talks about it and things, and that she's leading a slightly subdued life, you know, and she's constantly living in gratitude of what has been done for her. So you get a sense of her background. But to me, again, the film was primarily about the three guys and what's happening with them. And the only one that I wanted people, of course, to identify with and get a sense of was Dimple's character.
Thanks.
It's a very good question, and you're right about not getting a sense of exactly what career they are pursuing. But I thought it was very, very well defined in Lakshya, Preeti's character.
Absolutely, that's the reason the
Yeah.
question.
So I think that it was a different flavor, different genre, and a different film, and it works. But
it
good
works.
question. I
Good
liked
time.
it.
One more question. I think two are allowed. Farhan,
Yeah.
Rock On. It was a work of fiction. Rock On.
Yes.
When it ended, just a beautiful mind, when it ended, you write on screen, John Nash did this, John Nash did that. or Ray did that, they won the prizes or Nobel or something. Rock On, you did the same thing. इसने ब्यूटी पार्लर, इसने इंटीरियर डिजाइनिंग और फैशन डिजाइनिंग खोली. Now, in retrospect, do you still believe, or do you believe that it was good thing to mention these things like we do in True Stories? John Nash won a Nobel Prize for mathematics in Beautiful Mind. So you did it in Rock On. So in retrospect, do you still believe that was a good thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I think that it is, honestly, it's not a thing that's only done in True Stories. There's many fictional films that have been made where you get a sense of what the characters are up to now after the story is actually over. Okay. You don't have to react so violently, it's okay. No, to us it was important to get a sense of what happens with the lives of these people, and not show it in a very simple, basic kind of way, and we didn't want to excuse me, we didn't want to cut to images or visuals showing them doing things. I think what was important was that they're all happy to be together again, and at the same time you can get a sense of how their lives have moved on and progressed. And even within a fictional world, you still, I mean, there is a reality to it. You know, so it's nice to have a sense of completion even within that fictional reality.
Okay, can I just...
I think different people should ask questions. The same people should not be asking questions. Is there anybody? Yeah, thanks.
I just want to know what do you think you're best at? You do everything, production, direction, everything. What do you think you're best at? What's your personal opinion?
Before he answers, I would like to tell you a story. Before he decided his vocation, he was sent to Adi Pochar. And Adi Pochar met Javed Akhtar at an airport or somewhere. And Javed was just curious about his son and asked the teacher that, what do you think my son is good at? So the teacher said, you know, the problem with your son is that he's good at everything. If he wants to write, he's a very good writer. If he wants to act, he's a very good actor. If he wants to direct, he will be a very good director. No, I don't think Farhan knew about this. I'm telling him now. So now he can answer this question. I have told you my story.
I think I'm a fan of Adi Pocha. No, I don't know. It's difficult to say. Honestly, I'm not really that involved in production, to be honest. It's mainly handled by Ritesh at Excel. So that is not something that I can really take too much credit for having done. It's mainly done by him. And for me, writing and direction, honestly, on some level, it's like writing extends into direction for me. I don't see it as two very different things, in my process at least. And acting it's a different kind of joy, you know, but it's very difficult to say which one's better than the other. That's very tough to say.
Just one last thing. I want to know that Dil Chahta Hai was one landmark in Indian cinema. I mean, that's my personal opinion, that after that, there hasn't been any landmark as such. What do you think? Where is this thing heading towards? We have had one important landmark. When is the next landmark expected?
I think you're on some level also being very kind to me, because I think there's been many films that have been made after that which are really good films. And apart from that, I think right now what is nice is that there is space for every kind of film to be made, which is a great thing. You know, you can make movies on a varied number of topics. You can make movies with big stars. You can make movies with new actors, and you have a lot of freedom to be able to do this. And I think it's a healthy time, you know. And if people want to come and experiment with film, there's a lot of space to be able to do that as well. So I think that's the greatest change that's happened. I think in the last 10 years, is that it's gone from a very concentrated bunch of people making movies to anyone can make a film now, you know, which is great.
Now the last question. After that, the media will come ahead. This is the last question.
Hi, I'm Niyati. I really like your sense of humor. It's amazing, and I'm a big fan. I just wanted to ask, you've done really serious movies after Dil Chahta Hai, like Dawn and Laksh. Are you planning to do something light-hearted? I mean, something that just reflects the fact that, you know, you have these wisecracks and just, you know, display your sense of humor.
You didn't enjoy Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara? It was.
I did, yeah, obviously.
No,
but it's not directed by you. So.
No, but still, I mean, at the end of the day, you're a part of a film, you know. So I mean, there are things that excite you as a director, there are things that excite you as an actor, you know. And for me, I thought even like on whatever level, you know, I thought I'll have a lot of fun doing OA as well. You know, when I went ahead and did that. So to me, it's what you get excited about. You know, I don't want to think about, oh, I have a good sense of humor, so I should now make a comedy. You know, because it won't work like that. I'll have to. It's not going to do it.
Parag, what? What they want to ask? They've asked so much. Bas, huh? You just ended up.
क्या बटन है इंडिया टीवी में लिखा हुआ बटन है
I think change, everyone changes every year, every day. The thing is that I just feel that, of course, a lot more courage, a lot more confidence to be able to follow your path, to be able to go ahead and do the kind of films that you want to do. And with if that's why they did it, they never told me. But the fact is that I made sure that I don't ask my father or my mother or anyone, to tell them that meet my son. To me, it was important that if Amir wants to meet me, he meet me because I'm determined to meet him. And it took me about 8-9 months to meeting with him. And finally we read my script. And I think, which is why I think that he's gone to my dream project. No, is a great fun project. I won't say it's my dream project. And I don't know, right now if you're asking me, am I dreaming of that? I'm only dreaming of that. So I guess. Why not? Because there is no reason why. The fact is that the script has to be correct for him to say yes to, for us to feel that he's the right person for the script. And it will happen. At the end of the day, people, we're all friends. And at the end of the day, if it's a script that I feel works and he's the best person for that part, I won't even think twice about doing it. I can go and I can speak to him and very, very willing to have a chat with him.
But Farhan has approached Salman Khan and he's not rewarded back. So what do you have to say?
No, he rewarded back. He said he will reward back.
Farhan, Dil Chahta Hai remains the pinnacle of the success story so far.
I'm just going along doing my work, and I'm really glad for all the support I'm getting to be able to continue to do it. I think that's important to me. So I don't know about peak and try to reach. It's just important.
Last question, guys. Seriously, last question. Hello, thank you.
So in Bollywood, do you see any such kind of friendship between stars?
Yeah, there's many friendships, but those are not really focused on. Thanks.
It's got a piece of every movie that you have
really?
observed. Can you recognize the piece?
I see it gone. It's right there. This car is from Zindagi.
That's for you to guess when you're...
Okay, I'll have to sit and stare at it for a while. Wonderful.
From Karthik calling Karthik right up to Love by Chance.
Wow, it's all there. Okay.
And Farhan, I need to say thank you for Rock On because one of your songs from Rock On, Tum Ho To, was my wedding song.
Really?
My husband doesn't speak my language and I don't speak my husband's language. We needed to have a national language. Thank you so much for being an example to the youth because you're a versatile DJ.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.
Can I have a picture?
Yeah, of course. Let's take it. You're what watching UTV Stars. Hi, this is Farhan Akhtar and you're watching UTV Stars.